The Positive Side is presented by Infinity of Scottsdale. For over 20 years, Infinity of Scottsdale continues to provide the finest Infinity sales and service. Visit infinityofscottsdale.com. Welcome to The Positive Side, where I'm going to bring you a little bit of life, sports, and entertainment. So sit back and relax. It's showtime. Welcome to The Positive Side. I'm your host, Roy Garibaldi, along with my partner, Gibby. And, today I thought I would maybe take him to a strange place, especially since Valentine's Day is just right around the corner. I thought we'd just come visit our friends here at Ganem Jewelers because, Gibby, the one carnation, even when it's not red because you get a better deal on a yellow one, this might be a great spot for you to buy your beautiful lady something special for Valentine's Day.
Well, it's funny you say that because, to be honest with you, this isn't a strange place for me.
Oh, really?
This is actually where I bought Davina her wedding ring.
You're married? Whew, news to me. Hey, just joking. Anyways, no kidding. I didn't know that. Good job, buddy. Way to go. But, for Valentine's Day, guys wait till the last minute. And the nice part about Ganem Jewelers, they're in Ahwatukee and they're in Scottsdale, let alone Knight Rider in the Scottsdale Fashion Square Mall. So you really have no excuse not to take care of your lady for Valentine's Day.
No, the one thing I liked about it is, Jason Ganem actually worked on me, kind of made it a lot easier for me.
Oh, he worked on you. Unfortunately, he didn't take you to the gym, but that's okay.
Well, and that's the thing. With ring like this that he had me buy, I don't have to go to the gym, bud.
There you go,
See,
man.
that's what I'm talking about.
Hey, while we're talking about couples, I can't say enough about our friends, Kurt and Brenda Warner. This family has done things that every time you think about it or you hear it, it gives you that chill on your arms, Gibby.
Everyone's heard the stories that we always hear, what he does before a Super Bowl, how he's won MVPs. But, stories like Brenda going out with some of the players' wives and reading to burn victims, kids who probably won't even ever make it out of this center again, but they take their time to read to them, stuff they do even off camera. I know that's what they're more proud of.
Well, the thing I'm proud of is being associated with Kurt and Brenda Warner. Every year, the Warners and their First Things First Foundation partners with Habitat for Humanity to give a young family an opportunity to own their own home.
Thank you.
As many times as I've seen the two of you do this, it seems like it's the first time for you each time.
Well, I think when you're dealing with different families and different emotions, but also understanding the impact that you're having, that you don't ever really, we do the program and we realize the impact it has, and then you kind of go off and you do your other programs or you live life, and then you come back and you get to do it again and you go, oh yeah, that's the impact that it can have.
Are you ready?
Go ahead. Are you ready? Let's go. It's all beautiful.
Oh my
Isn't
goodness.
it beautiful?
You guys are amazing.
Oh, we're just thrilled. Thrilled.
Oh my God.
So excited. Come look at the kitchen too. Look at the kitchen.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't that beautiful table? And you have food. I hope you cook. Do you cook? Could you cook for us?
Yes.
I don't
You guys
like
are
to
invited
cook.
for dinner.
Oh, really? All of us? There's
Yes.
9 of us.
Well, we got
This is my kid's favorite.
Don't teach her that. Don't teach her that. Not already.
Our kids learned them. She's got to learn them. Finger puppets.
Oh, let's see. What do we got? What do we got? We got a little zebra. Boop, 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 boop.
Look at all of them. Look.
All right.
What is that?
enjoy
Good
it.
job. Merry
Enjoy it.
Christmas.
Thank
You're
you.
a
I
hero.
will.
Merry Christmas.
You guys are my heroes.
Merry
Oh my God.
Christmas.
This is so overwhelming for me
Look,
today.
there's a movie
I wasn't
on there.
expecting this. So
Santa
Is it
Claus
really a
over there.
surprise? Because we feel like people are going to figure this out pretty soon.
no.
Love
Well,
it.
I didn't even know you guys were here. And they're like, Kurt Warner's here. Then it's here. I'm like, oh, thank you guys.
Are you like, why is he here?
Pretty much. Not every day you come to your house and Kurt Warner is standing outside.
He's in my house every day.
Given Brenda Warner's past struggles of being a single mom, she has what it takes to inspire a young mom to always follow that dream.
Today is very meaningful for me and Alina's future. Pretty much this is going to be the breaking point of us moving forward and having a steady living foundation and not having to be in apartments or moving from home to home in the future. So this is going to be pretty much our planning our roots here now. Habitat is great. I can't say enough great things about them. Pretty much me getting involved with Habitat is going to be paying it forward and still going out to see what a great organization it is to help out other families in need. I love them. They are so amazing. All of this, I can't say thank you enough for it. It's the best blessing I could have ever asked for. The house is filled in, food in the fridge, cabinets everywhere. We just need our clothes pretty much. They filled in the whole house. It's overwhelmingly great. Alina is going to have a great living. She's going to have pretty much somewhere to live, not having to move around and meet new friends all the time, be able to stay in the same school and not have to bounce around from time to time like I had to grow up. So it's pretty much just going to be steady living for her, and that's what I want in her future.
And so I think every time it's like doing it the first time, and you're realizing all over again what this meant when we got our first home. The sense of pride and accomplishment and how it kind of catapulted us forward and what it's going to do for these families. And I just, you can't ever bottle that up. It's unique and it's different and it's fun every time.
Even though the Warners are leaving, one thing is for sure. The Warners are always leaving a lasting memory on a young mom.
She was amazing. I mean, she looks so young, and you just think of when I was that young a long time ago, and to be able to have a home that she owns. I mean, what a beginning for her. What a true beginning. We all need reminders. Like when we show up to do this program, I think what kind of catches me is that I'm getting too busy in the Christmas season and thinking about all the details. And then it takes a moment like this to see what's important and to see that they just want to spend a Christmas together inside their home. And we're so blessed that we get to help out in all the stuff, but they know what's important. They get it. And I love being a part of something that when people get what's important. She's a single mom, she gets it.
And I think one of the cool things too is to be able to speak to them. That I think a lot of times people see this program or hear about this program and they think it's a bunch of people coming and just giving a handout to these families. But I think it's important for us to let them know it started with them. It started with their hard work and their belief that even though things didn't look quite right, that they were going to be able to accomplish something great.
No matter how busy the Warners are, they always find time for others. When we come back, we follow the Warners across town to surprise another family. The Positive Side is presented by Ganem Jewelers, featuring Knight Rider. The Positive Side is presented by Burns Pest Elimination. That's right, I said eliminating. They're not controlling, they're eliminating those pesky pests with your satisfaction guaranteed. Welcome back to The Positive Side here at the beautiful setting of Ganem Jewelers in Scottsdale, Arizona. The one thing that I love most about Kurt and Brenda Warner and the First Things First Foundation is not so much about what they're doing, but to watch the feeling and the satisfaction it gives them as they're giving back, Gibby. That's what warms my heart so much.
It's funny, when we were shooting that story, the photographer said, the cool thing about it is that they just didn't give them a house. They gave them a home. And when you saw the way they furnished everything, the way they put everything together for these kids, they enjoyed it. But here's the thing, they're not done yet. That was in one setting. To think of their busy schedule, said, okay, they're done with it. Everybody does their little thing. They actually had a better surprise in surprise.
Even though Kurt has some of the biggest accomplishments in the NFL as a former Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl MVP, and NFL MVP, as well as a Pro Bowler, the one thing Kurt has always said, he would rather his legacy be better known for what he did off the field than his accomplishments on the field.
We didn't believe that our circumstances were going to define us forever and we were going to get out of whatever we were in, and that's what these families have done. They've worked hard to make this happen, and we get a chance to share that with them.
All right.
Big one or little
Let's see, it might not be locked.
Okay.
Okay, it's locked on this one, hon.
All right.
Are you ready?
Ready?
We have some surprises. We now live in surprise. Are you ready? Go ahead.
Check it out. It's all yours. You're so welcome. You have so much to see, hon. You thought you were crying before.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. Check it all out. You can move them. Just keep going. Stuff here to make it Christmassy. Gloves. Look at all these things. You like candy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, after you eat candy, you have to use a toothbrush. Deal?
Uh-huh.
All right. You want to come see the other stuff? All right. Want to see your sister's room or you don't care?
Nah.
All right.
What's your favorite color? Got a favorite color?
Pink and green and purple.
Oh, wow. Well, you got most of them. I don't know if there's any green. You got a little purple and a little pink. Come on, Mama. Keep looking.
All right, we'll go to your mom's room. You want to see the kitchen?
What do you
Let's
think,
see your
dude?
room.
You like it?
Look in there, Mom.
Yeah?
Look in this room there.
Oh, wow.
Look at your cool room and a computer.
Oh my god.
And a computer to use. Feel like home, hon? Yes. Better than you ever dreamed. It's more. Now you can dream bigger, right? Now you can dream bigger. So excited for you. And he goes
Nice
in the
big
closet.
huh? You can make a bedroom in there.
Brenda, when we came to the second home here, you kept saying, I didn't mean to make you cry, didn't mean to make you cry. When you look back at where you came from and how hard and your belief and you prayed to be where you're at today, do you see a lot of that when you see a young lady like this cry?
Well, when I was in this situation, I don't know that I dreamed bigger than just day to day. You know, just trying to make ends meet at that point, and that's all you really think about. I didn't really dream big. What I did dream about is having a future for my kids, and I didn't know what that looked like. So when I look at her and I just think about the dreams she has for her children, I remember that, and I remember just thinking, somebody help me, and they got help. And I love to be a part of that. I mean, I do feel like we've been invited to a party that is amazing, and nobody's told us to go home yet. We get to stay here and enjoy it and be a part of this great celebration.
And that's kind of how we've used this whole platform, is that we really felt like God called us to something much bigger than, like you said, touchdowns and wins and victories and all of that stuff. That we felt that He called us and gave us this platform to be able to give back and to be able to share the blessings that He's bestowed upon us. And that's really what it's been since day one. And so I think, you know, since we got here, we've always hoped and believed that we could make enough of a difference that when people talked about the Warner family, that football was always secondary. They could always speak to who we were as people and what we tried to accomplish with our lives, more importantly than anything I accomplished on a football field.
Kurt and Brenda Warner know that this all couldn't be possible without the hard work from their First Things First Foundation.
We show up and we look pretty in front of the camera, and that's our job. That's all we have to do. They've done all the work. Our foundation is amazing. I mean, to know that they go into the stores and get to imagine what the room's going to look like all put together, and to think of the mom going to be enjoying that bedroom with the candles lit and the flowers. I mean, we have the best staff. This is just one of the many programs that our foundation puts together, but it's one of the best. We love it every single time.
Mm-hmm. You think this is God's blessing?
Mm-hmm, it is.
Yeah? Share that with me a little bit.
I'm just speechless.
Are you? What was it like meeting Kurt and Brenda Warner?
It was awesome. I didn't expect it either. It
No?
was a good thing, yeah.
Yeah. Through all of this, we all know what it's like to get our kids to appreciate what they have, let alone keep their rooms clean.
Well, I should respect my mom because she struggled to get this house. And I told her that we weren't going to get it. And And we have it now, and I'm just like gonna keep my room clean and just to tell her that I really am thankful. Being around my mom is like being around my best friend because she's like my best friend that's like, I can talk to her and I won't have a problem with it. She'll like just respect the way she says that you always need to challenge yourself to have a great, you know, great future. Yeah, to do better, yeah. It's awesome! I like the house and I like what you got me. Yeah. And the costumes. This Christmas is like a blessing.
If that doesn't warm your heart, I don't know what does. But remember this, if you don't have the funds to write a check to help someone out, with all the volunteers from Habitat for Humanity, I think that sets a great example of what your time is actually worth.
You know, speaking of athletes who make dreams come true, we run into a baseball player who made a dream come true for his dad.
You know, that's what was really cool. San Francisco Giants player, Pat Burrell, he wanted to be able to surprise his dad, who has supported him and been by his side his whole career, by giving him something special. When we come back,
Night Rider, now at the Scottsdale Fashion Square Mall.
The positive side is presented by R&S Mattress, featuring Tuck Me In, where R&S Mattress is looking for some needy children to make a difference and give them the bedding they need for a good night's sleep. This personal look at Kurt and Brenda Warner is presented by Infinity of Scottsdale. Welcome back to the positive side. Well, here at Ganem Jewelers, I thought if I brought Gibby here, it would kind of hint, maybe throw a little hint his way, that Valentine's Day is right around the corner. Gibby, if you can't find your beautiful lady something here at Ganem Jewelers, man, I'll tell you what, you're lost.
You know what, speaking of lost, I thought this is why you brought me, because they have the nice Breitling watches out there. There's actually one for you since you get lost all the time. You just pull the pin, it sends an SOS signal out, and they come finding you.
I'll tell you what, he might be joking, but I think I'm going to get one of those because there's a lot of times I do get lost. All right, as you just saw with Kurt Brenda Warner, it's about what Kurt Warner and his foundation does away from the field. A lot of athletes have interests that you never get a chance to see when you buy a ticket and go to the game. Like San Francisco Giants, Pat Burrell, he had a real surprise to pay his dad back, kind of like the appreciation of all the things that he did for him growing up.
You know, it's one of those things where you think about the man hours, the time that parents put together for their kids, and for the kids to be able to say, you know what, I appreciate you.
I'm always going to try to find a way to show you who a celebrity or an athlete is away from their jobs. But I know one thing for sure, when we're talking about automobiles, I'm always going to bring in the expert, Craig Jackson, and this time it's Pat Burrell, World Series champion. I got to tell you, okay, Craig, come here, brother. Look at this. Look at it. When you say World Series champion, is this unbelievable?
I forgot to say two-time.
Oh, two-time. Oh, hey, and see, Craig, they'll always correct you when it comes to that. Way to go, buddy.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Unbelievable,
Thanks
man.
for having
See,
me on.
You know, well, here's the thing. You have a love off the field for your vehicles. And for Craig Jackson to be able to be associated with you and help you to better understand what it is that you have and know that what you're accomplishing is really something. I mean, let's face it. He knows cars, you know baseball. He could teach you cars. I'm not so sure you can teach Craig how to play baseball.
He knows cars really well, too.
Does he really?
No,
walking around my garage that night, he was asking me a lot of questions about him.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
So how often do you find an athlete like this that is as educated about a vehicle as Pat is?
Well, probably the most in baseball was Reggie. I mean, we go back a long way, and Reggie was into muscle cars forever. But there's a whole new generation that really loves the muscle cars.
You know, I think now guys like the older look for the car, but, you know, a 2011 driver. And I think, you know, with all the stuff that's going on with, you know, here with Chris, anything's possible. So it's been fun. You know, we enjoy coming every year.
When I first got to know Craig, I was amazed to find out that there's a story behind every car.
Sure.
And this truck, Craig, this is a story in itself, a story that's really close to you.
Well, no, it's, you know, I'm not sure I can tell you the history of this truck, but for me, when I was a kid, my dad had a blue 57 Chevy pickup just like this. Well, not just like this, but close. And
not this nice.
No. Right. And we ended up moving from the Midwest to California, and the truck couldn't make it. And I think it was something he, kind of regretted doing. And I've always kind of thought about trying to get him one. And it just so happened this year, one came across, and we grabbed it, and it was pretty special because he was able to get online and see the car, and he was so excited. And then we got done, and we got it, and Craig was nice enough to call him and talk to him about the car and everything, and just a good story. My dad's thrilled. He's been out here to see it, and he hasn't got to drive it much, but he's looking forward to it.
Well, there you have it here on the positive side. As you can see, we've had a lot of fun over here at Ganem Jewelers, but spending time with Kurt and Brenda Warner, the First Things First Foundation, Pat Burrell of the San Francisco Giants, and of course, Craig Jackson. But Gibby, where have you been this whole time, man?
I found some bling for you. Some that I can afford.
Oh, man.
I know you have a sweet tooth, so consider this bling a gift for me. But there's a limit on it. But I mean, you haven't even gone to the dentist this year yet. Oh. Be careful.
Man, I'm going to be
Take one.
Speaking of the dentist, Dr. Kelly, I'll be there tomorrow, okay? I'm dead serious. I'm coming by to get my teeth fixed from you. Don't forget that. Man, by the way, man, you didn't even show me the Hershey ones in there. The one thing here about here on the positive side is Gibby and I always like to have a lot of fun, but most of all on the positive side, we want to stress about giving back and helping others. If you don't have the funds to write someone a check, your time is worth more than you can ever imagine. Give back to somebody, Gibby, by just helping them out, even if it's somebody that doesn't have the means to mow their lawn. To go and help someone do that can truly make a difference for someone.
And what we saw here today with the Warners and the time they could do, I mean, once he's retired, he could have said, you know what, I'm done. I don't have to be in front of the cameras. Absolutely. I don't have to give back. And what does he do? He turns around and does those little things, And then you have someone like a two-time World Series champ in Pat Burrell who turns around and remembers, you know what, Dad? I recognize you. I recognize you when you were there in my practices. I was there when you took me to tournament games. I mean, Bud, what more positive can you get?
Well, that's what the positive side's all about. But remember, if you really want to make a difference by someone special to you, right here at Ganem Jewelers, even though Gibby just comes in to get his free candy, I always come in here to get my lady something very special. So for myself, Roy Garibaldi, and my partner Gibby, why don't you go out and make it a positive week? Why don't you go out and make it a positive week? That's it. We've got to take it everything I can get, man. No, dude, hold on. No, because as soon as I'm done here, I'm going to the safe. Do you know the movies I've been to? You know where they put the ear to it and you do like this and you try to crack the safe? Okay, I'm gonna go crack the safe. I'll see you in a minute.
There's a bathroom. We're gonna put Roy in the bathroom. Is he taking pictures of you? Is he taking pictures of you? Smile.
Are you up for babysitting?
She didn't ask me.
Well, I'm up for it.
Hey, let me tell you what, when I go on a shoot, I do it all, even if it means cleaning the glass. No problem. Of course, I don't do this at home, but...
Well, see, you can question it because you got the ring on your finger. I don't remember being friends with him on Facebook.
The positive side is brought to you by Aesthetic Dentistry of Scottsdale.